Welcome, risk takers. This is Streetwisetalks. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Ross.
And you're about to enter a talk adventure,
where our motto is, playing it safe
is the new risk.
New risk. You all know that.
Don't play it safe.
All right, guys. So, risk. We've talked about that before. In all three subjects that we will talk about, there is a little risk.
Always risk.
Good risk, bad risk. But, hey, without a risk, no reward. So, tonight we're going to jump into, and actually, welcome back for our third segment.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? 3. Rocking and rolling, moving and grooving. We're on our third. So, hopefully we're making some sense to you guys. But today we're going to start off with entrepreneurship like we always do. And we're going to talk about pricing. You have that new business, and let's face it, without pricing and telling people what you're charging, you're not going to make any money. What do you think?
True. You need a price.
You do need a price. It ain't free. But think about this. When you put your pricing together, when you charge people for a service or a product, you know, it's got to be competitive. You kind of have to be smart about it. If it's a product that's easily searched on Amazon, you better be careful or you'll sell nothing. If it's, right? Everybody jump on that phone. But if you got a niche product that you sell, maybe you're providing a service and you have a very niche product, let me tell you something. Mark it up as fair as you can in your mind, and if they can't get anywhere, make some good GP. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
So one business we had a very niche product you couldn't buy on Amazon. Literally, our pricing was about $6.50 each. We sold it for $35 to $40 each. Did we not?
Oh, the packs?
Yes.
Yes,
The pack. She's forgetting.
I'm forgetting.
I'll tell you, man, people forget quick.
Well, let me interrupt them. We've never told you guys what we do. So really quick, I'm going to make this quick because I know Ross wants to talk about pricing. We own a carpet cleaning company. We own an odor removal company. And we also own a land investing company. So we are way diversified. So yes, Ross is talking about one of our products we use for odor removal. And yes, he's right. We did buy it for $6.50, I think.
She's forgetting. The point is, GP was unbelievable. It was a niche product for odor. Minor odors, nothing too crazy. That cat odor, dog odor in the house. But long story short, it's a niche product that can be sold for a good GP.
Yeah.
So point is, when you can do that, do it. Why not? It's a niche. You can't just find it online easily. Make some good GP. And if it's a great product, people will not complain. So that's number one. In terms of service, when you first get into an entrepreneurship with a service company, I would definitely do your research on the competition as much as you can. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's easy to look on the websites of competitors and find pricing all day long. Or I hate to say it, make those phone calls as like you're a customer. Ask them about pricing.
We've done that.
No, ain't cheating, not trying. Or what's that word?
If you ain't...
Not cheating, you're not trying. Yeah, one of those things.
It's not cheating.
Oh, whatever.
It's not cheating. It's just doing your research and doing your due diligence.
Do your research. Get the pricing so you know where you're at. So also what I'm going to say about pricing is, in your first year, you may want to be a little bit on the lower end of your competition just to get in there. Yeah, once you build up your clientele, increase those prices every year.
10%.
What do you think?
Every year. Yeah, that's what we do. We increase them about 10% every year from the day we started our carpet cleaning business and also our odor removal business. And also look at your skill set. If you do a great job and you do things differently than your competitors, charge for it. Why not?
Let me tell you something. I heard this once. No one pays for your vacations. No one pays for your health insurance. No one pays if you're out sick. So I'll be honest with you, because I ain't going to lie. Fortunately for us, in a lot of our businesses, I mean, we've walked away from things where people just want the bare knuckle low price. We're not going to work cheap.
Yeah.
Not to say occasionally you won't give in. You got to have some, especially when you're first starting. Once you're established, I mean, you know where the pricing should be. Don't be afraid to walk away from jobs that take too much of your time.
Right, exactly. And the customers don't want to pay what your worth is.
Now, I'm also going to give you a little hint. Once you're established 2-3 years, you got repeat customers in, say, a service industry, let me tell you something. People will pay because they know you're good. So don't be afraid to raise those prices. Don't be afraid to have minimums. Do not walk out that house for a piddly money. You got to be fired up to work. You got to have your self-worth when you go out there. So what I'm saying to you is stick to your guns. I don't care if you lose a few customers. If you think the job's too hard, too much time, not worth your money, they may be used to a certain price when you first started. But by experience, when you got a good clientele, you raise their price, she'll tell you, they don't say a thing.
They come back, and especially if you, I mean, we're going to go into this in another video, but customer service, I mean, if you build that rapport with your customers and you talk to them and they love you and you do a great job, they don't care about a couple bucks more or whatever you're going to charge the next year. They'll keep coming back. So don't worry, like Ross said, raise those prices every year. And
especially if you're in a service industry where you're only seeing people once or twice a year, the price ain't going to matter. They're going to want to deal with you.
Yeah. And even if you're in a business where you sell products, same thing. You know, build that rapport with those customers. And like I said earlier, if you raise your price a couple bucks on whatever you're selling, it's not going to make a difference. 99% of your customers will stay with you if you have the good customer service.
Yeah. So, all right. So we kind of hit the entrepreneurship tonight. And again, we'll have more about many different things. Now we're going to go to Rebecca's favorite, as you probably know by now, health.
Health.
What do you got tonight?
Gluten.
Gluten. I love it.
We're talking about
I don't love
gluten. You don't love it. We are a gluten-free family, and some of you may be and some of you may not be. Just want to give you little tidbits about gluten. Not that it's bad, but if you or anybody in your family or friends have any type of stomach issues or pains in your stomach or intestinal issues, it could be from gluten. I'm not saying it is. We're not doctors.
Or lawyers, or financial analysts, or I don't know what we are, as I usually say.
But we love these subjects, and we did a lot of research on it. And we actually, one of our daughters is very gluten intolerant. So we know a lot about gluten. So gluten is, and I'm going to read it to you really quick, just so you get a gist. I know I keep doing this, but I want to give you good basic information. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. And what happens is when it enters the digestive system, it releases a toxin called, I think it's called zonulin. And the zonulin is released and it opens up the cell barriers in your intestinal area. And when the junction between these cells open, it allows foreign proteins to enter the body that otherwise should only be passing through the digestive tracts. And that causes your immune cells to flood that area and cause inflammation. So that's why a lot of people that are gluten intolerant have a lot of inflammation in that area and have a lot of pains and a lot of stomach issues. The problem with gluten I found is mainly in the United States, and I don't know why. It could be from maybe some of the GMO seeds that are used in the United States. It could be from some of the pesticides that are used, or it's very over-processed maybe in the United States. But just so you know, there are plenty of gluten-free products out there that taste delicious, that can substitute easily for a bread or a cookie or a cake or a cracker.
Just like we talked last episode about non-GMO foods. Oh my God, you go to any grocery store, they have gluten-free products.
Yeah.
That's if you look for it, they're there. There's now a lot of pizza restaurants, they'll serve gluten-free pizzas. Mm-hmm. So the bottom line is you have to look for it. And I'll say this to you, when you first start off trying to do this stuff, it can get overwhelming. So, I mean, take your time, but it's out there.
Yeah, don't let it. And I'm not saying you guys all have to go gluten-free, but if you're having some type of stomach issues, I would try avoiding gluten a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. You can always put it back in your system slowly, but maybe give your intestines some time to heal. They just may need some time to get rid of the inflammation and heal a little bit. So just like I said, what Ross said, any store has delicious cookies, anything you want. If you guys want to comment below, I can give you some of the name brands that we like, and then you can go test them, see if you like them.
They're so good. You may gain weight eating that stuff, so be careful. I mean, just because they're gluten-free don't mean you should sit there and eat a whole freaking box or something, which we kind of do sometimes.
Yeah, they are really good.
Or maybe I do.
Not.
Yeah, you do.
I do not.
So, all right, guys. Are we good for the health game here?
Yeah.
All right.
So that's just, and that'll make you feel better when you're running your business too. If you're running to the bathroom all day long, it's hard to run. It's hard to run a business. So.
And by the way, just for the hell of it, depending what you're doing, always have some tissues in your car in case you're in someone's house or an empty house that has no toilet paper.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. It's kind of funny. Just be careful. All right, guys. So
be prepared.
Next subject. I'll put the glasses on because I can't see. The phrase of the day. Well, before I even do that, phrase of the day, as you know, you can buy a book, probably find these. I kind of find these as we go along in my day-to-day research. So check this out. Rebecca has not heard this. I don't let her hear these things. I want to react in the moment. So here we go. You're going to like this. I'm sure you know people like this. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution.
That is a good one. Oh
like
my God.
Your mother?
No.
All right, don't let her see this.
That.
Don't let her see this episode.
Ross?
I'm sorry.
No, not my mother. I love that though. That is a good one.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is a good one. Well, first of all, you shouldn't be hanging around negative people anyway, especially if you're an entrepreneur or you're looking to become an entrepreneur, because you need all the positivity and motivation you can. And some of you guys, you know this or you've heard this, but you are yourself the 5 to 10 closest people that you hang out with. So make sure you're hanging out with people that are more successful and, know more than you, because trust me, you will learn from them. And make sure those people are positive and not giving you negative vibrations all the time. Great quote.
A lot of people like that. So, all right, let's review. A little entrepreneurship today, a little health, a little phrase. Moving on down our line, you know where we're going next, investing.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue on a little bit of that crypto game, some things we haven't discussed. May have kind of broached this briefly, but let me tell you something. 3 of my favorite sites to kind of get great information, especially when you're new. Coinbase.com. Mm-hmm. It's a great place to kind of scope out info on cryptos. They've got, different cryptos. They tell you what they do. Good articles. Of course, it's like going to Yahoo Finance. Gives you the high of the day, the low of the day, the high of the year, low of the year. It has every stat out there. Great stuff.
We have those links below, just so you guys know.
I don't know about all of them, but she may not have heard this one because I watch this one a lot. There's another one equally as good, but a little different. It's kind of more my go-to than Coinbase. LiveCoinWatch.com. I like that even a little better. That's kind of my newest, best one. LiveCoinWatch.com.
But I'll add it.
So I put my portfolio of crypto on there so I could see how much I'm making or losing at any given time. Hopefully making.
Don't say losing. Hopefully making. You don't always make though.
But it's a great site. Again, it has a lot of the stats. The other one has. I just kind of like it a little better. As it states, LiveCoinWatch.com. It's kind of like as to the moment of pricing as you can get. Some of the other ones lag a little. So those are 2 good ones. Now let me throw out a third place that I've learned a lot, and it's kind of funny. Of all places, hopefully it'll be around or not be around, we'll see. Twitter. I was never into Twitter, to tell you the truth, until someone I followed in stocks. I couldn't get on his Twitter anymore because I wasn't signed up for Twitter, but I was able to see his stuff. All of a sudden, I couldn't get on, so I had to join Twitter. And I'm telling you, a lot of people probably out there who've been on Twitter, a lot haven't. But from a investment standpoint and learning standpoint, if you follow some good people, I am telling you, it's unbelievable the stuff you can learn on Twitter. So I am on Twitter. Are you ready for this, people? Okay. We really haven't talked about this that much. I'm a little bit of a baller back in my day. You may tell by what's back here. So I am the crypto point guard, 3 words, crypto point guard, there is actually someone out there, crypto point guard without spaces, and he has like no information, but I am crypto / point
guard.
Space guard. Crypto point guard. Can't talk. So check me out, but more importantly, if you follow me, you could then follow people I follow, and I follow some really good people out there that are very high up there in the professional ranks of investing. Mm-hmm. You just got some great people out there that you will learn a lot. So what I'm saying to you is unbelievable. Yeah, Twitter for me has been unbelievable because these people are giving you blow by blow all day long on things. It could get crazy. So
yeah, they're watching every article from every country, from
these people,
every industry. Yeah,
these people are on top of things. Yeah, so unbelievably, I use Twitter strictly for crypto information. And I'm sure if you jump on there and follow different people for stocks, you'll find the same thing. I just don't use it for that. So those are some good, I think, key things to go, like we always say, take what we're throwing out to you and you do your own research.
Yep.
Because I'm throwing some key stuff out that if I don't tell you, you may not know tomorrow, but now you know it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I agree, and Ross has learned a lot of what he knows, some of it from some of his Twitter people he followed. Because Ross was talking about Twitter and researching things about crypto, and it just hit my mind. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you're looking to start a business, follow somebody successful that's already started it. Look up 2, 3, 4 companies, see what they're all doing, and take bits and pieces of what they're doing and kind of conjoin it into what works for you. So there's no reason to start from the beginning when everything's already out there, unless you have a very, very niche product or a very niche type of service that there's not that many out there. Then yes, you may have to start from the bottom and kind of figure it out. But you don't have to start from the bottom with most businesses. They're already out there. So just see what's out there and use it. And don't take 4 years to build your business. Do it quickly by taking advice from other companies and seeing what they're doing.
Yeah, we'll get more into social media, marketing yourself, branding yourself. But definitely, if you're in the same service industry as another company, if it's carpet cleaning, AC, whatever it is, I don't know, plumbing, go see what your competition's doing. Go join their Facebook page, like their stuff.
Yeah.
It don't hurt to follow people, see what they're doing. You may learn something. So don't think that's not good business. That is good business by seeing what your competition's doing, right?
Right. Don't steal their whole business and do exactly what they're doing and have the exact same marketing, but just kind of see what they're doing and let that help you build your business.
So once again, thanks for joining us, and hopefully once again you learned something. Take what we've taught you tonight or thrown out to you, and hopefully it triggered you to go to that computer, go do your research, and thanks again. Our 3rd episode is in the tank.
Yep.
Look out for number 4. Like we said, please like, subscribe, share with anybody. I think we kind of hit the any age group, to the young people starting, older people starting, middle of the road people not starting yet or thinking about starting. Yeah. But everybody wants to invest. Everybody might want to become an entrepreneur, but everybody is into or should be into health.
Right, being healthy.
So thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Before we close, don't forget, stay positive, stay motivated, help your neighbor, be kind, and raise your vibration. See you next time,
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.